They swapped with SBR because Youlden fucked up in 2011. Okay. Right. Hang on. What was that? Because he got a podium, but maybe they were on for the win. Then I got Tickford 1, product 2011. Because Youlden was good. You can see, I'll switch it to the Tickford one. So here we got Youlden on the podium with Frosty at Phillip Island. Was he still a co-driver here? No, hang on. Oh, this is 09, that's why it's like that. And no co-driver results there. No. I don't remember where Youlden might have been back then. But yeah, not good enough. And then I think Youlden went to, BJR or something. But no, not good enough. Put it in the fence while I was second in his first 5 laps of his stint. Okay. Okay. Right. So Youlden screwed up in 2011, but he's there in was he there in 2012? Safety car restart, put it in the sand in the last corner. Yeah, that Youlden and now was it Youlden? What year am I thinking of? Is it 2012 Bathurst? Where I don't know if it was Youlden, it was someone. It was with Coulthard in 2012. Yeah, and they started their successful partnership, BJR. He fucked up again. Yeah. Imagine carving out a career where you've got a Bathurst in you, but you just keep screwing up. And then eventually you end up with a car good enough to come third. And then everybody else, like the 2 guys who should have won the race, have issues. And then you just luck your way into a Bathurst win. It's sort of funny. Yeah. God, I wish I had stuff like that. I just thought it was fun. I think in 2021 he had his main game debut as a solo driver at the age of like 44 or something. That was great. I love that. I'm like, I wonder if Luke Youlden's actually going to be any good in this one. Because Erebus sacked him after 2019. They were like, we don't want him. He's won Bathurst, but he's so past it. And yeah, they're just like, yeah, our Bathurst winner, he ain't it. He's done. Yeah, because he crashed it with Dale Wood at Sandown, then brought him back. Well, with Reynolds. Then they yeah, that was just weird. It was like he didn't compete in the 2020 Bathurst 1000 because Erebus sacked him, and then Davey went to Groves, and then they were like, "Yeah, we want Luke Youlden," and then after he came back when Reynolds was at Groves, yeah, and then in 2022 they're like, "Oh no, we don't want Luke in the car in 22. No thanks." Who did he have? Who did Dave have at Groves? Because he didn't really have pace. He didn't have Luke. He had someone else. 22. Oh, hang on. Who was it? I'm remembering because his car got ran into. His was the one that got nailed by Goddard. Because Matt Payne was in the other car. Who was it? Matt Campbell. That's right, Matt Campbell. Yeah, that was really disappointing because I'm like, oh, Matt Campbell could be good, and then they just get wrecked. And then I think they were trying to get him back for 23, and then the calendars didn't line up, so they got what's his damn name? He was so good. Oh frick. Oh my god, I need a Google. Hang on. 2023. The biggest championship. Kevin Estre. Kevin Estre was an absolute champion at Sandown. He was so good. They go to Bathurst. He screwed it up a bit, but it was just like you knew he had it in him, and they wanted him back for 24. But then the calendars didn't line up for that. He put it in the fence. Because I remember he had a lock up on the straight, right? But it's still like, and I think the only reason that they got Kevin Estre was because he raced GTs, and so like when Stephen and Brenton would go overseas and race against these guys, they'd be like, "Oh, Kevin Estre is really good. We should get him." Uh, Kevin Estre is just one of those guys who's been places and raced against some of the best in the world. But oh, so good. I think I've got a Dale Wood presentation somewhere. Wherever I've got it. Hang on. Where is it? Because there was like a bunch of events that led to Dale Wood getting the call up, I think, for 2024. Yeah, okay. So here we go. Decent driver, horrible attitude. What, Kevin Estre? Or Dale Wood? Because he signed to replace Kevin Estre after the Sandown 500 date meant Kevin was unable to do both Enduros. I think it's just something to do with the Enduro Cup that, like, hypothetically Richie could win the Enduro Cup, but I don't even think that was a thing in 24. So it doesn't really matter if you can't do both. You just pay him for whatever race you're doing. So, Dale Wood. Dale Wood has a record. Like, horrible attitude. What do you mean? What do you mean when you say horrible attitude? Because I like Dale Wood. He's got a record of just racking up results. Whoever he's with, he was good with Rick Kelly. He's got a record of just racking up results at Bathurst. What was the first one? The first one was 2011, 9th with Tony D'Alberto. And he just sort of got good at Bathurst. He just likes the place. So, and another one in 2016 in the Nissan with David Russell, 4th in 2017, 8th with Rick Kelly. 2020 they had the brake issue or whatever it was that ruined his race. 6th with Percat, one of the few times that Percat will actually get a top 10 at Bathurst. The car got cannoned by Goddard. And then the engine blew up in 23, which is so disappointing because I swear he got an extension. I swear he had a 2-year deal, and then they just went, "No, we don't want you." Probably because they wanted Declan Fraser. And then they put him in at Groves. And then Groves are like, "Oh, wow, he did a really good job. Let's keep him going." So, yeah. He was a crash out, ready to fight everyone. You're not confusing him with his brother in Carrera Cup. Hang on. What's his name? The other Wood in Carrera Cup. God damn. What is his name? He had a fight with James Moffat. Wood, Moffat, fight, Carrera Cup. Glenn Wood. Glenn Wood was the one he had Biffo with. Goddard came to apologise and he was raging still. I mean, you can't blame the guy, right? That you spend the whole year building up to the biggest race where you're getting hang on. Where the hell am I? You got he's did a great job with Percat. He's going to do a great job with Andre. Like, it means a lot to these guys especially when you feel like you got a chance at the win. Like the 2022 Heimgartner car was good. The 2023 Heimgartner car was good. Like, he was emotional at that one, and yeah, he just like, at the start of the year. Cameras are on still, like, my god, yeah. Time and place to be aggressive like that. Yeah, yeah. But hang on. Have there been other times that guys have been a bit like that? I think some guys sort of switch down, like when like Feeney in 2023, when the gear stick messed up on him, he just sort of like he had to be professional, stuff like that. And there are some guys who are just like that, and some guys who are, um, like I think who was there? I think like guys like Gary Jacobson, he was upset. I think it was 2020 to put so much effort into it. I don't mind people like that. The ones who get upset, or the ones who are aggressive, but be a good driver. Yeah. Um, Dale Wood was a crash out. What when he was full time, or since he became a co-driver? That because I reckon since he became a co-driver, he's actually been pretty good. So what was it? He retired at the end of 2017. Um, he was pretty good in Carrera Cup, but drove a Team Blanchard, so he didn't really have much of a chance. Drove with Rick, but it was 2019 and then much of a chance then. 2020, the car crapped itself. Top 10, 2021. The one in 2019, that was the one that was pretty devastating because I had the crash out with freaking Youlden. I think that was just Youlden screwed that up, but I think Dale was a bit part of that as well. 22 got cannoned by Goddard. 23 engine failure. 24 the car died at Sandown, and they came ninth at Bathurst, but they were actually running fourth until they had to conserve fuel because the engineers screwed up. So yeah, he's actually been pretty good. Someone touches on track, he's ready to kill him. On track, I mean. Okay, so not like physical altercations, but just like he'll react and he'll be like really aggressive against them if they bump him or something. They bump and run him or something. He'll try and get him back and tag him or something.